I forgot to add this part in before the next clip you're about to see with the introduction to the video itself. But for new viewers who have no idea what this video is, the Vortex Dash is something called a Dragon Dash Cancel, which is a Dragon Dash technique that I invented in Tenkaichi 3 years ago, and I'm talking like circa 2014 or maybe even before that. And if you want an example of that, before we actually get into this video, I've supplied a couple of clips here, and yeah, then we'll get on with the rest of the video. Hey everybody, it's Grandmaster Hawk, bringing you a new video here. I went through the trouble of finally making the Vortex Dash tier lists for the entire roster. So what you're about to see here is every single character in the game that actually has a Vortex Dash and whether they can do it left, right, down, up, and forward. I literally went through the trouble of doing a perfect smash and a Vortex Dash with every single character in the game, with some exceptions. Some characters I know that simply are not fast enough to do one. Like Nappa, for example, you will not find him here, and Raccoon I actually did try and, did not succeed. But otherwise, every single character that you see on these tier lists can do a Vortex Dash from a perfect smash and regular smash. And what I mean by that is these lists are made primarily for the perfect smash going upwards and your full power smash going forward, left, or right. So I also have them for down, but obviously that list is a lot smaller. So right now we have the left one, then we have right, and then we have up. And for the most part, all of these characters pretty much share the exact same ones. You'll notice that, like, base Broly, for example, is not here. But a lot of these characters were actually pretty tedious to get the Vortex Dash with at all. Like, First Form Cell, for example, was kind of a pain in the ass. Some of these were also very surprising to see that they actually had one at all. Like, Super Perfect Cell, you'll see on the down one, he actually does have a down Vortex Dash from Perfect Smash, which is crazy to me, but I guess when you look at it, it's not entirely mind-blowing. Then we have forward. You'll see that a couple of characters were removed. I already don't remember which ones, but I've gone through these enough to know which ones are on the left, right, and up lists. I have not memorized the ones for forward. And then we have the one for down. Let me just take all of these off really quick so you have a clear view. There we go. So these are all the characters in the game that have a down Vortex Dash from a perfect smash, which means at the top of the stage, from literally the ceiling. And every character that you'll see on this list can do the perfect smash, can do the Vortex Dash down from a perfect smash for two reasons specifically. One is because of the low recoil on their smash. For example, you won't see that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is here. Unfortunately, the recoil on his down perfect smash is too high that he can't actually do a Vortex Dash on the down vertical plane, so he's not on this list. Super Vegeta was actually kind of surprising to see, and Super 17 was also surprising to see on this list, because I didn't know until I did this that he's actually one of the faster characters in the game. So that was a revelation. Pilaf Machine, for example, is also there. All of these other characters are pretty much like dash level 6 speed characters, so that's why they're actually able to do it. Hercule was one of the hardest. I had put him on my notepad for like review later, but it turned out that he was actually able to do up, left, down, forward, and right. All of them, but I had to come back to him later, so you'll see that a lot of characters are excluded from this, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they cannot do a Vortex Dash. What I'm going to show you next are some hidden tips and tricks that you can use to actually get the Vortex Dash to work with some characters that don't have a regular Vortex Dash from a full power smash or a perfect smash or a hyper smash, because the perfect smash and hyper smash, as far as I'm aware, are basically identical in knockback value. So all of the characters that you have on these lists are characters that can do the Vortex Dash left, right, down, up, and forward. So if you have any questions at all, you can leave a comment below, and I will leave links to each of these lists in the descriptions if you want them. Otherwise, you can join my Discord server. I will actually be setting them up in my setup guide channel in my Discord server, and I'll be giving these lists to all my other friends who run their Tenkaichi servers as well. So if you happen to join those servers, you'll see this somewhere. So before I go any further, I will now show to you the characters that actually do have a Vortex Dash with some hidden tips and tricks behind it in order to actually get them to be able to do one. And then I will probably show you how to get on Discord and take a look at the setup and guides there so you actually know where to access them. Wow. I feel sorry for any character that has this stupid down smash. Alright, next we have the Vortex dashes that utilize the Z counter 1 assist. And for those of you here who have watched my Sparking Zero wishlist video, you'll understand what it is. But for the people that still don't know what it is, a Z counter 1 assisted Vortex dash, or Z counter 1 assist, basically is a faster version of your dragon homing. So you'll see on screen here that I have the dragon homing, which you do after a full power smash or a perfect smash or whatever. And then you have the same version of that attack after a Z counter 1. And you'll see the difference is that the Z counter 1 is faster, and it also gives you greater momentum consequently. So if you use this for specific characters that can't actually do a horizontal vortex dash because they're just too slow, you can use the Z counter 1 assist in order to actually accomplish this. Alright, now on to an important discovery. Between the time that I started working on this video and the time now where I'm trying to finalize it, there had been a development, a discovery by a French player by the name of Edward. That is probably his real name along with his alias, but he doesn't have a YouTube channel or anything to my knowledge. When the Super Saiyan icon shows up under the character's HUD, this is actually an indicator of your dash speed being increased. He discovered this and we put it to the test. I actually tested it with a couple of my characters like Super Buhan, for example. That actually makes it possible for him to do a Dragon Dash maneuver from his grab. And if you use, in this case, King Cold's King's Dignity, it can stack 4 times. You do extra damage each time. But you only need to stack it twice, so you only need to use it twice in order to do a Vortex Dash horizontally from his forward smash. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to include whether or not he can do it from left and right as well. I will probably try it with down and forward just for science, but if he is capable of doing any of those, they will be in the final tier list and not actually in this video. Just want to let you guys know that.